Hey guys, this is more of a cooking thing. Um, Things that I like to use when I'm cooking. When I'm cooking meats, when I'm just cooking foods in general. I'm a salt and pepper fan, so that's just me. I use Morton's. I use just black pepper. You know, I am also a big fan of Kiko Man. Come on, whatever. Okay. I am an onion powder or chopped onion fan. Either one works for me, but it depends on what you're doing. If you're adding it with other vegetables, I cut up onion. If you're just doing meats, I will end up using powder. Or I may do a crushed garlic or onion and then spread kind of thing. Something that I have been doing recently, and this is mostly due to Ian Fujimoto. Now, I don't do what he does, which is to make the oil himself, which I've thought about doing, but I don't use it enough to need it. Even though it keeps for a pretty good while. I actually was using this. Please tell me that. Okay, yeah, the spicy chili, Laugama, spicy chili crisp oil. A spoonful of this, and yeah, no, it's good stuff. I've also started using red pepper a bit more, and sometimes scallions a bit more in my dishes. I have the one thing that I really loved most when I was in Japan was curry, and the closest thing to Japanese curry that I can find, and I think I have a sneaking suspicion that Ian may have actually said something about this, is the S&B golden curry. I think he did do something in relation to that. I would love to be able to make the curry on its own, but whenever I've made it, it just hasn't come out right. It doesn't have that same texture. And potatoes, carrots, onion. I have had shrimp, crab meat, chicken, beef. You know, one of those proteins. If I have I've had fish, crab meat and shrimp. I'll do crab meat and shrimp in my curry, but usually cut up carrots, potatoes. Yeah, it's usually a large part of it. But like with potatoes, it's a starch, but it ends up you add that to rice, and it's still really good anyway. And I've even seen people use tofu, and that's fine. And yeah, I like that. Now, actually, in some I've seen where they do curry, but they'll add ketchup to make it sweeter. Don't breathe and drink at the same time. I'm sorry. Oh God. Okay, I really probably should have still kept it paused. Oh, welcome back. Sorry, I just wanted something to drink, and I breathed in at the same time. Oh, sorry. And since I don't edit, that's what you're getting. You do not want to see what happened after I paused it. But curry, I use long grain rice because I can get a large amount of it, and I have a big container front flap. It's awesome. I also am a fan of fettuccine noodles. I love fettuccine noodles. I like regular noodles, but fettuccine is awesome. I use gallon freezer bags on the regular. Like these are great, especially for when you get a large piece of meat. You cut it up into three different, get a pork roast. Cut it into 1-inch squares and just separate it into like 2 or 3 bags. Then you can marinate 3 different bags, pop them in the fridge. Tomorrow night, boom, 1 bag. Boom, the next bag. And then, it's great. Currently, I have been marinating this pork roast, for about It's about 3 days now. And that's, I realize that you probably saw some fat in there. I don't remove the fat because, as we've all been told, fat is flavor. That's why I'm so good. But, yeah, I've been doing more marinades in my meats before I cook them. I am a garlic fan, either crushed or powder. I love corn. Corn and peas are like just green peas. Oh, yeah. I'm not a green bean fan. But I also keep some honey on hand. I use vegetable oil, but I have been using sesame oil for a lot of my meats as of a pretty good bit now. It's up for a couple of years now. And when it comes to snacks or movie time, butter lovers. I mean, I have a popcorn maker, and I've tangled with that a little bit. It's okay, but I'm just not. I need to use it more. I have a really cool popcorn maker. Does really well. I just don't use it as much, mostly because my house is mine. I don't have a lot of friends over. If I go and hang out with friends, usually I go somewhere else because I need to clean my house. Trying to think of any other major things. I'm usually a 2% milk drink kind of guy. I know that's just like some people are kind of grossed out by that. And like I said, I drink Coke Zeros. I make mead. In fact, I currently made some mead that is it seems a bit. You want sugar when you're making mead. That's where you get the alcohol content. I have a gallon container that I did half, or rather a third honey. Or is it no? Is it 2 to? Is it 1-to-1? I can't remember what I did. I did honey, and then I did. Half of the water was boiled down and siphoned orange slices, like the sugary orange slices. I wanted the flavor of orange slice and the mead, so half of the water was sugary orange slice boiled water. They got separated, and the rest was just regular, clean bottled water. It's delicious, and also it's more of a back sweetener for a lot of other ones. It also has a bit of an alcohol kick to it too, so it's become more of a liqueur. But I've been using it to back sweeten some of my more dry meads, and oh my goodness, it's delicious. But anyway, that's me. That's my thing. Non-food related. And this is gonna seem weird. I have a very good I have a very strong sense memory. And Bath and Body Works used to have this white Japanese cherry blossom, and I had a girlfriend that wore it. And the problem is that she ruined the scent for me, because every time I smell it now, I think about her. And that relationship didn't end terribly, but it, the way it kind of developed later, it was just kind of like a little bit disappointing that how things turned out. Not turned out, but at the time, because we don't ever talk or see each other ever anymore, just because life, honestly, I don't know if we would be good friends still anyway. I know that of my exes, if we were to bump into each other, we could have a conversation and just see how things are, how are you doing, how's everything. But, yeah, that's another thing. Dealing with your exes is just, there's like at least 2 of my exes for sure. I mean, sorry, I wouldn't want to be too rude. But, yeah, and you know what? I hold a grudge. There's a very good chance that, like, there was some anyway, that's personal stuff, sorry. My brain is going. Anyway, but I found that, and the thing is, Bath & Body Works stopped selling it. And she would always smell of, like, her clothes were, like, freshly washed, and there was a bleach smell, and she also worked, Like, she always had a clean smell to her, plus this. Like, not a cleaning smell, but anyway. So now, whenever I kind of smell similar, like a bleach or like perfumed, but with like a bit of a bleach smell, it kind of reminds me of her. And I saw this and I was like, no, this couldn't possibly. And I sprayed it and I was like, no, it doesn't really. But you know what? I kind of like it. So every time I see it, I'm like, it reminds me, but also the smell is really good. It's called Japanese Cherry Blossom. It's actually a pretty nice smell. And that's what I have in my house most of the time, if I've got it. But I'm also kind of an ocean breeze kind of guy. But yeah. And oranges. I like orange. But anyway. But yeah, those are just kind of things that cooking, being in a house, and also after cooking a big, large thing of meat with, the smell in the house is just so awesome. Even like later on, even like days, I don't mean days, but like the next day, like you come home, like you get up in the morning, you go to work, you come back, you walk in the door and you're like, still kind of smells. The smell is still kind of in the air. But anyway. But yeah, that's kind of my thing. That's what keeps me going. Or what my regular thing is. Anyway, I also do use some spray like Pam, butter flavored, whenever I'm doing anything in the oven. Like if I do my banana bread or whatever. But yeah, that's basically it. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. As always, I'm Sir Drinks a Lot, and I'm wishing you health, wealth, and love with enough time and gusto to enjoy it all down to the last drop. This was just the things that I use for cooking and all that fun stuff. So, just kidding. I'll catch you later. Bye.